The night Moses almost quit. The Bible never delves into this particular night in great detail. However, it was essential for the tale to have this moment. The desert was incredibly quiet, to the point where it was almost eerie. There were no pillars of fire lighting the way, no voice from heaven announcing the presence of God, no indication that God was still closest to Moses. Moses sat within solitude, listening to the wind stir the sand around him. The people around him were filled with anger. They were blaming Moses for the suffering they had faced, for the lack of food and water, for the unbearable waiting. Moses had heeded God's call. He had left behind the comforts of his home. He had confronted the Pharaoh and his army. He had led them through the Red Sea. And now, the silence. That night, Moses felt a quiet doubt creep in. What if I misinterpreted God? What if I was never meant to lead this great distance? What if merely following instructions was a regrettably unnecessary error? Moses looked up at the stars. The same stars God had once promised Abraham a bright future. But those kinds of promises only feel hopeful when you can see real answers coming. Moses didn't simply quit that night, yet something within him began to weaken. Instead of his faith, it was his self-confidence that began to crumble. And perhaps that was precisely the point. From that crucial night forward, Moses stopped placing his trust in anything other than God. He learned to depend on God for strength. Some level of faith is built on nights when God seems to withhold answers. It is built on moments when God remains silent and you keep pressing forward.